Unable to connect at this moment. It was good, Crams. I don't know where everybody went in the last joint. Oh my goodness, man. We gotta at least get one more hour in of this ism. You know what I'm saying? Good conversation. I'm gonna start off the rip. We just gonna jump straight into it. So, number one, apex conversation isn't about saying the perfect thing. So you can't call yourself an apex communicator if every time you go outside to talk to women, you get around a pretty face in proximity and you start questioning everything you about to say before you say it. Because there is no perfect thing. And I know when people hear that, it sounds cliche. I know when people hear it, they say, you know, whatever they say. But the more you talk to enough attractive women, the less you be like, oh, I gotta say some perfect thing. You're like, no, I just gotta talk. I just gotta say something. Because whatever I say gonna be attractive. It says it's about being genuinely present. That's the goal. We want to put being genuinely present over saying the right thing. That's really what I'm attacking in this video. We want to raise that presence and deduce that thought, overthinking thought. Tiana was wait, whoa. Who you call it baby girl? Whoa. What's going on in this motherfucking chat right now? Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Matthew, what's good? So we want to raise that genuine presence and we want to deduce thought process. See, as men, we spend so much time thinking, analyzing this, that. What's good, mate? That we lose that social fluidity that otherwise would be there naturally. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Drop a 1 in the chat once you've hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, we're looking for 2 new moderators in this video. 2 new moderators. Brittany Mercer, what's going on? Shout out to Kelly. We gonna make okay. You hit that subscribe. I mean, you subscribe, bro. Make you a moderator. Kelly Red is a moderator. So yeah, if you were in the house sitting around thinking, "Oh, I gotta be perfect for women," you're gonna fuck up because women don't want perfect; they want game. But what if you're a spy? Wouldn't you need to overthink more? Kayla, why is your name Kelly if you want me to call you Kayla? Who's Kelly? So every conversation has a natural direction. And sometimes the best move isn't the cleverest line. Shout out to Miss Hash Brown in the motherfucking chat. You laughing because I'm asking her about her name. Do a backflip in your subscribe. All right, cool. Look, backflip. Hit that subscribe button right now, or you getting banned. Sana, what's good? About to ask a girl from my college out to the movies. When? When are you gonna ask her? All right, Eli. Got you, man. When the last time you approached a woman though, Eli? Are you in y'all, wait, y'all back in college? Was today y'all first day or something? I'm a child. All right, bet I gotta hide you from this channel because this is for adults. Let me see. On Instagram. Okay, Instagram, go ahead. Do that. You don't gotta announce it every time you do it, bro. Just do it. That's what this whole conversation is about. Apex communication is about deducing your thought and raising your presence. Let me go back to number one. Apex conversation isn't about saying the perfect thing, because I know that's what Prince is trying to do to that woman. It's about being genuinely present. Every conversation has a natural direction. And sometimes the best move isn't the cleverest line. It's the most authentic thing you can say in that moment. So if you want to take her out, say, hey, I would like to take you out on this day, blah, 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 this time, blah, blah, blah. You know, break that shit down. And, you know, that's going to work for you because she going to feel the authenticity. She going to feel that you really want to do that. And you can't be an apex communicator if you're overthinking. I overthink a lot, but that's why I came up with apex communication. So I can go against the grain of my brain. Dead people in my pocket. That's why my clothes smell. I've been waiting to see the new Spider-Man. I think it'd be cool to go with you. Would you be down? This is what I plan to say. I wouldn't say that like that, bro, but go ahead, bro. You sound too formal, like you trying to be nice. Like you formal with it. Like, and you'll learn over time that women don't, it's like, it don't even matter how you ask it, but it matters if you say it in a way where it's like too nice. Like, but who knows, bro? Go ahead and say that shit, bro. Go ahead and say that shit. Put the parlay in. Number two of this video. Every conversation creates its own shape. Every conversation creates its own shape. This is what a lot of people fail to realize when it comes to talking to people. Because they so busy trying to create the perfect line, the perfect thing. They're trying to be liked. They're trying to be like this thing in their head that they want to be for these people. But it's like every conversation creates its own shape. So I would rather be the observer and just add my paintbrush when it's needed than be someone that's fiending to be accepted. So it says, especially when you haven't talked to somebody in years. Or say you didn't talk to somebody in years. Or say you talking to a chick, whatever, that you think is very attractive and it's going to add a level of like, I want to be perfect. I want to say the right perfect thing. If you didn't talk to somebody in years, you both will bring up old memories, old assumptions, old versions of each other. into the interaction. And then the conversation creates something new. Think about that. You can't fail by talking to women, because the fact that you're even talking to women, success. Like, it don't matter what you say, get that message off. That's what niggas is not doing. They just want to look at the phone. Damn, she texts me. I'm gonna take 4 hours to respond. Confidence is key. Experience is the real key. Coaching, game, experience. Because if I tell you what to do, what's right and wrong, that's better than you having confidence. Because confidence is going to come regardless, especially if you're doing it right. That's what niggas don't realize. If I'm smashing her right, I'm going to have confidence. Because her body going to tell me, like, you that nigga. She can't even lie. She not fake moaning. You could see that it's not fake. There's things that let you know that it was real. What's up, bro? Where you from? New York. Experience create confidence. Exactly. Even if it's passed down experience from a coach or from a brother who got game, or somebody who's give you that ism. That's all game is ism. I mean, that's all experience is that's all ism is experience. Somebody could just, yo, I caught 30 alligators yesterday. This your first day on the job? Make sure you do this, that, and the third. It's gonna make it to where you're starting from a position that's higher than most people. A couple people died from on his job. A couple people got drowned on his job. A couple people got injured. But at least you're gonna have confidence because you listening to somebody who's telling you principles. That's the thing. It's the principles that are stoic in nature. They never change. Like fishing is like throw the rod in there. It's like simple things, but sometimes it sounds like bullshit. Confidence, humor, and morals come before it all. Daniel says confidence, humor, and morals come before it all. I trap a nug of za, bro. I feel like Pablo. That's funny, bro. All I was trying to say was every conversation creates its own shape. So you can't be mad when you talk to a woman you don't fuck. You can't be mad when you do fuck. You just gotta just be happy that you're talking to the bitch. That's what the guys don't realize. That's why Prince is like, bro, I'm about to hype myself up to tell her, like, I want to bring her to the Spider-Man. She should be happy that you about to tell her to go to Spider-Man. Fuck is you scared about? That bitch should be scared. That ain't nobody gonna ask her to go to Spider-Man. You see what I'm saying? That's how I be looking at when I talk to women. I'm like, do y'all not know that I've been getting bitches for way too long? Like, if you reject me, it's not going to even leave a trace of a mark on me. It's not going to bother me. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I think it matters, but that's just my brain. I'm a human, so my brain might perceive it like, damn, that bitch is rejected. There's a little ego in there. But I won't remember you tomorrow. I swear to God. I won't remember you. Like, I don't. I approached a chick yesterday. I just remembered while saying that. But I didn't even think about her after I left that building. Guys don't waste time with women. Never do it. Most women will want something you can't give. It's a waste of your will to go out instead of investing money. I go out to bar, meet a girl, hook up, and bad. Was good, Donnie. 901 says, like, bitch, I might forget about you after this conversation. I might. I did yesterday. I was at the buffet, got some red snapper fish, got some motherfucking uh they be having the Chinese, the fried rice. Got some of that. Got some of the potatoes. I don't know if y'all know the sliced potatoes. And I'm motherfucking, yo, Donnie, hit that sub button. I motherfucking uh ate that. I mean, no, I ain't eat it. I was about to pay for it. And I was like, oh, I see some thick shit over there. Let me go ahead and go say something. And she rejected a nigga. And I felt some type of way, but in reality, I'm like, why do I feel some type of way? Like, you bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I usually don't feel some type of way, but every once in a while, you'll get hit with that feeling. But I just don't care. Cause like we said, after I stopped remembering her before I got out the door. Like the food was getting rung up and I was like forgetting as the food was getting rung up. By the time I got outside, it was a whole different event of things happening that I'm like, oh, I'm not thinking about what I can't have. Somebody who told me no. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if y'all new to the channel. I'm a lifestyle and dating coach. We're talking about having a apex conversation, having a mouthpiece of some sort. You're not ugly, bro. They like to waste time. I don't think I'm ugly, but and here's the thing. It's not even about being ugly. It's just about she say no, she say no. I don't feel like she wasted my time. I don't feel like she wasted her time. She just said no. You didn't forget because you're talking about her now. Oh my God, Alicia, now you usually on my side with everything. What demon jumped inside of you to make you try to trigger me with that just now? Cause that's not true. I'm bringing her up as an example for the thing. I don't like when women do that. I ain't gonna lie. That's like that whole who hurt you thing. I don't like that. I'm just using her as an example to show the guys how forgettable women could be, especially a woman that I just met. I'm using an example, and I literally said, I'm only remembering her just now while I'm talking about the thing, the example. So that popped up in my head. It was yesterday. It was yesterday. So obviously I didn't forget about everything that happened yesterday. I remember everybody from yesterday, strangers, everybody. I was using her as an example. So it's not obvious that I didn't forget about her because I did. I'm being honest. You think I'm lying? I'm not trying to make women feel forgettable, but you gotta understand that it's nothing to remember. No, there's nothing to remember. I only remember because it was useful for the chat. But if it wasn't for the useful to the chat, on God, I would have never remembered her. But because it came up naturally, I said, "Oh, there was a chick that I approached yesterday that fits into this thing I'm talking about today, where I could bring it up." If it wasn't for that, I would have never remembered her. On God. Let me see. Anything else? Them shorties gonna play in your face. They ain't playing my fucking face. You didn't forget because all them say yes. Moonrock, what's good? Oh, no, I thought this nigga was a regular person. Let me see. That's all you gotta know. That's the first thing I ever seen Alicia say to me ever that was like, but I understand it. Before she even could say anything, I understand like why women try to defend that, because it's like they don't want us to get beside ourselves thinking like they're not special or something like that. But it's like, if you want to feel special, go ahead. Like I just thought she had a fat ass. I approached her, and she said no, and that, well, I guess that gives you a validation or something. I don't know. Is he bad or she said? Careless, what you talking about? Let me get back to this game. So yeah, man. Number two, and this goes exactly what we talked about just now, though. But every conversation takes on a shape of its own. You never know what type of shape a conversation going to take on, and that's why I say approaching someone ain't shit, because that's not even a conversation. They don't know you enough to be for them to be special or for you to be special. It's just I said a couple things to get the number, didn't get the number, I'm gone. So you can't be special. That's what I'm trying to say. It ain't that you're not special to some family members and guys who loved you in your life, but you're not special to a nigga that tried to fuck you. But um, every conversation takes on a shape of its own, which is why guys should never really like be mad at whether they get the woman or don't get the woman, or whether the conversation goes good, bad, or anything in between. You can't be an apex communicator and be in your feelings. I feel like as a man, me personally, I can't speak for everyone else. I can't be a good communicator, and then when a woman gets an attitude with me, I crash. Or when she get this way, I crash. What you mean networking? What you mean? I don't I've been networking like over the years. Like I know people where we could collab and like do content together, but I don't think I've been networking like in the last week or month or something like that. Man, I've been like, yo, you got that for me, or you a silly man, I'm a swing. Wait, what you talking about, bro? Bring in a different community. The trolls have been kind of heavy. Bring in a different community. What you mean? I what you mean by that? Bring in a different community? I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I got trolled like once today. I don't think I got trolled too crazy today. But like you said, like yesterday, really it been trolls all month, like for months actually. But it's like spread out. Pause. But today I haven't seen a lot of trolls. This not trolling. This real. He's speaking for the men. Trolling part of the internet. No escaping the hyenas part of natural nature. Unfortunately, women want a lot more when if someone doesn't know them, they can't do too much. I don't know what Daniel talking about. I'm not gonna lie. Like Daniel is like he confused on what you meant. I don't wait. What you mean though? Like you said, how am I gonna bring in another community? Like how can I? You mean like meet another person and bring them on the camera type shit, or like what you mean? Like that's the thing. The internet is a weird place though. Like we gotta just be call a spade a spade. Like or other live streams or like collaborations vibes. Oh, okay, okay. I think I know what you mean. Um, do you think that's what like the missing element type shit? Like that's gonna bring like I definitely don't have people want to collab before. I don't collab a lot, but I plan on it maybe like I ain't gonna lie, like I'm weird with it. Like it's probably be like we in August, like it'll probably be, you feel me? I'm weird with it. I ain't gonna lie. Like I like to just get my points off and then go live my life. I ain't gonna lie. Like that's just how I be moving. But I do plan on collabing though. Like I do plan on that if that's what you're saying. So, but I notice like I know I speak a lot about dating and stuff. There's other dating coaches. There's other content creators, but I don't know, man. Even in my real life, I don't really talk to a lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't know. Like I definitely feel like in the city I live in, there's people who do content. I know one of them personally. I know one of them personally. Like I met bro at McDonald's. Like he make like he me and him even talked about doing Riz videos together and shit. It's funny, like, but he be downtown. Sometimes I'll be downtown. Like we've been chopping it up for a minute about collabing. I just never got to it. Like he'll hit me up like I think he hit me up like 2 days ago. Like, but I tell y'all, man, like the universe be on a different type of timing. Like I might either not have a ride that day, or I might be asleep that day, or I might it just don't be lining up. And I'm telling y'all, like, I don't force nothing, but I do. I am planning on getting a dirt bike. Like I'm telling y'all, 1 week of having a dirt bike is going to get way more content than a year of me not having a dirt bike. Like 1 week of having a dirt bike, y'all going to be like, oh, this nigga life way different than we thought it was. Like he just was really just by the crib or chilling by the. But I know like what people want to see. Like people want to see exciting shit. I know, like, you feel me. Let me see. To be honest, I don't think it's gonna change anything. Not like so. It depends. It depends. Like the type of collaboration I'm talking about with Bro Downtown. Like that'll change. That'll open up doors. Collabing with other content creators open up doors too. It do. Like going live with other that do open up doors too. I just feel like for me, I just don't be doing it. But I've done it before in the past on my old channel. I had a spiritual channel where I used to talk about like spiritual being a chosen one and shit. Yeah, I was one of those guys. I used to talk about being the chosen one, and I did that before. But this type of content I make about dating, I don't think a lot of women relate to it, and I don't think when it comes to other dating coaches, I just be like, we all are on our own like own island, like pause. We on our own island, so I don't agree with everything every other guy say. I already know, so I just be like, I ain't even gonna collab. Now I will collab depending on the guy and depending on how adamant they are and shit. But I know that's all coming, so I don't even trip. I don't even trip. Like I don't. That's what I try not to do that because these trolls is gonna be in there regardless, and then also I don't know. It's just the way everybody got a different work. What they call it, work ethic. That's how I be looking at that shit too. I know, Will. It's just a suggestion. Regardless, you do a fantastic job. You think so? Hash Brown, I fuck with you, man. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, it's definitely different ways to skin the cat, and we're gonna do all of that. We're gonna do all of that. It's a lot of different ways to be a YouTuber, content creator. We also got TikTok. We got all these other apps. We got all these. I mean, it's a slow cook, but it's a cook. You know what I'm saying? Hyenas gonna be hyenas. Man, I gotta wait. I got you with a ride. I wanna see a motherfucker talk, say some real shit. I mean, I'm talking about with the trolls, it's just gonna bring in more, like, it's not gonna make them go away or anything. I'm not scared of trolls. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't think she talking about the trolls. Like, I mean, she did say the word trolls, but I think she just saying like you could drown the trolls out by having more positive energy, maybe. But yeah, that's a fact, man. I don't know, man. My chat been a little troll heavy lately, but it's dying down. We ain't seeing too much of them fuck boys in here today. So let me see. Let's go to number 3 because we was number 2 was every conversation creates its own shape, and I wanted to emphasize that because I think a lot of people don't realize that. You mean you could be talking about to the cute woman with the green eyes at the bodega down the street, bodega, and just get lost in her eyes talking about something for fucking making like 10 different associations to her, and then there's nothing wrong with that though. A lot of dating coaches, they make it like just get in there, get her number, get out of there. And I agree, but there's times where you're gonna be talking to people, bro. That you're a human, you're gonna have conversations, bro. So try to cut it short as often as you can. You'll get more numbers, you'll get more dates by keeping things short and to the point. But also know that every time you open up a conversation, it could go anywhere. That woman could literally start yelling and say you touched her. Like, I mean, the conversation is open. It's a conversation is like a portal. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to number 3. You can over optimize conversation. There's always another question, joke, story, or better chess move you could have made. But if you're constantly reviewing every possible move, you stop actually experiencing the conversation. Like if you texting chicks right now and you're thinking like, yo, what do I say back? I don't want to text back too fast. I don't know if this the right thing to say. Like, just take a breath, think your thoughts, ask yourself, what out of these thoughts do I feel most comfortable saying? Or what feels the most at home to even be saying right here? Like whatever way you come to that conclusion, write that message, then accept that message, maybe edit it if it's a little bit something goofy about it, and then send it. All you could do is send it and see if that person reciprocate that energy back. He said, I don't text him, I just don't. All you gotta do is say what's good or what's up. I'm not gonna disagree with that. I'm not gonna disagree with that. Depends on the woman though. It depends on how much she like you. If she like you, you say what's up. But that's what I'm trying to say. I said you can over optimize conversation by trying to say something perfect. I mean, I guess we're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing, Dan. Dapper Dan. You text him, you automatically a bum to her in her little group chat. Why? Cause you text her? I don't know. If y'all women in here, let me know if y'all agree with that shit. Cause a nigga texts you that you're a bum in her group chat. Stay simple and short. Well, my whole thesis is if you talk to enough women, it's gonna be simple and short. If you don't talk to any women, you're gonna be saying it's a numbers game, bro. If you talk to a lot of women, you're not gonna be saying a lot of shit to a lot. Like it's too many women. Like it's gonna be shorter messages, straight to the point. Come through. I want to see you. Where you at? What you doing right? Like those things naturally be more likely to be played chess moves. But the long paragraphs, I'm only giving 3 to 5 messages. I mean sentences. If she giving 3 to 5 sentences, and the conversation is a good conversation. Dan Wallen, right? He said, yeah, let's say you say some bullshit like, yo, ma, you pretty or cute or gorgeous. Why would you say that if it's bullshit? Why would you say it and you know it's bullshit? See what I'm saying? That's it. Your language exposes you. Why would you say it and know it's bullshit, and then you coming over here like we all say the same shit? You gonna end up being a bum in their comments, like in they joint. Say I've become a bum in their Snapchat, in their chat, group chat. Cause me, I ain't gonna say that chick never did that before to me, but I never gave a fuck. And I still don't. And I'm going to literally probably die not caring about that. I'm talking as when I got gray hair as an old man, you know, God willing, God got me covered, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, they not hit me with that bullshit and stressing me out over that shit. Tell you that much. That's not, listen, man, I'll never care about what I can't have. And no man can redirect my thoughts to that. Because you care that they put you in a group chat. Well, that mean them bitches wasn't shit. Or they thought you wasn't shit. But either way, you can't put that on us, guys that are learning how to talk to women, learn how to be smoother, better. You can't put this out here like it's a mass message. You just gotta be fluid and adaptable. Exactly. And everything I'm telling y'all in this video is showing y'all. Everything I'm telling y'all in this video is showing y'all how to keep that fluidity, that smoothness, that social ability. I ain't worried about no screenshot. Exactly. Like what you scared of? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I live in real life, not on no phone. I just text because that's what we all do. That's a right now across the fucking world, that's what people do. It's a form of communication. But when I go outside and approach a chick at the store or at a plaza, I value that way more than texting somebody. But women love texting. Even your moms or moms and shit, like they want to text. So like, or women are big about phones and like getting on the phone and all that shit. So there got to be some type of like meet them halfway just for that. You're right. You're right about getting to the point. But how can you get to the point? The game, okay, the content I make are for guys who don't know how to talk to women. That's learning how to have better conversation skills and be more confident and be leaders. But you telling them to say what's good, if a guy that don't get women say what's good to a woman is gonna say what's good. She's gonna walk past. I'm talking about everything that gets you to be able to be yourself, to where it don't matter what you say, you gonna be attractive. Saying texting a woman WSG, I know what you're trying to say. You're like, oh, I don't text this and women responded to it. But you can't take your experience and say that everybody's going to capitalize off of doing that. Fastest way to get to the group chat. Why are you so petrified of their group chat, bro? These women got that much fear in you, bro. Fastest way to get to their group chat is texting. So I don't even want to read that, man. Yo, Dan, stop saying fuck boy shit in my chat. Fastest way to get to their group chat. I wouldn't even be talking to no bitch that's doing no shit like that. I'm not even attracted to that type of low vibrational being that would put me in their group chat. And if someone would say, well, how would you know? You could know. Well, you wouldn't know because the reason you wouldn't know is because you being thirsty. And the reason you being thirsty is because you don't got no game. And then you text women stuff like, what's up? What's good? Because you thirsty and you want it fast. So you text things like, what's up? Yo, Mom, mama, come here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not really trying to even learn game at all. You want shortcuts. So what are you gonna run into? A woman that wants shortcuts. You're gonna run into the type of woman that over any little thing you do, the fucking sky could be blue that day and she wanted to be purple and she put you in a group chat. So because you're an attention whore, you meet attention whores. That's how that go. Universally, that's how that go. So I feel like the women I be talking to lately, they don't even move like that. They wouldn't do no group chat bullshit. They don't move like that. My city is not small or huge. It's just a city, bro. But the women, the particular women is what I'm talking about, not the city. This shit is worldwide ism. It ain't the city. It's the woman. It's the nature of the woman that would actually even be such an attention whore to even show her friends something that some guy. I don't like women who like women. I like women that like men. So I don't like women that would put me in a group chat to show her friends, look at this nigga. I got this. That's kitty games. Cause I'm gonna be thinking, damn, why you don't just go eat some pussy then? Leave me alone. I like women that like men, grown men. So if I'm trying to talk to you, I I think I like to think like I could tell the type of women I'm talking to, or I'm getting at least getting better at that. Cause you know, a part of having game is identifying your type. The more women you talk to, the more you're like, okay, I don't fuck with low vibrational bitches. So if they're putting your shit in a group chat, it's because you like low vibrational women. Those are the type of women that will do that to you. Let women like whoever they like. Man, shut your whole ass up. Let me see. 901. Shit, she might as well slide my number in the group chat. I don't want you or your friends. If you are a low vibrational hoochie, I don't want nothing to do with you. Because sometimes you can't tell on the approach or on the dating app. But you kind of can. But this is what I'm doing. I'm raising the awareness of the guys. If you really pay attention to my content, I'm raising the awareness. Because you're going to you reap what you sow. If you like that type of woman, that's the type of shit that come with them type of women. And birds of a feather flock together. So I don't want you or your friend. Like if one of y'all are an asshole, then all of y'all are assholes. Can't front. If one of y'all are this way, and I'm not saying on a drunk night, well, I don't drink, but on a night where I'm just horny as hell, nigga wouldn't fuck you. I'm a guy at the end of the day, but I would have to be thirsty. You know what I'm saying? It would have to be some thirsty shit. Cause outside of that, nigga ain't even worried about you. You know what I'm saying? And that's called raising your standards. How do you raise your standards? By saying I'm not dealing with this no more. This type of woman, the one that play the games and do the bullshit, don't do that. You can't be on no microwave shit. Facts. You can't be. You gonna reap what you sow. If you are out here not learning the ism, then you gonna be in the prism. See what I'm saying? And then you gonna be in somebody comments talking about group chat. Nigga, I don't even men don't got group chats. They don't do group chats. They don't word. I don't even hear that word on a week to week basis. I don't even. I don't. I'm not attracted to nothing with a group chat, bitch. You know why? Because I'm from where life was really life, and there wasn't no group chat bullshit going on. It was some women don't even like men. Like, so they just really just are doing that shit to get back at niggas. So it's like that's that if you talking to a chick and she in a group chat, she she need to go eat some pussy. Uh, it depends on where you at bust. Let's say it's small or big. A girl you meet at the mall got friends and them friends out. The fuck are you trying to say? Man, fuck her and her friends. You not understand what I'm trying to tell you? Tammy, what's good? Tammy, where you from? Broski, I don't know what the bitch is on. I got my homegirl who got group chats like that. Bonjour, how you doing? What's up? Tenaria, how you doing? Let's say you got your bro, you get a 10 out of 10. Who you telling your bros it's the same thing? Why would I? Okay, understandable, 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 understandable. That is the same thing. That is the same thing, but it's like it's different because men and women are not the same. It's the same, but it's different. Shout out to Tammy for joining the membership. You know what I'm saying? YouTube membership. Appreciate you. Definitely follow my Instagram too. Link in the bio. You know what I'm saying? Of my channel. But no, women and men cannot be compared. Like her having a group chat is way more different than me having a homie, a friend. Like you know, what I'm saying, a homie. Bet that, bet that, bet that, bet that. Shout out to Tamio. Yeah, nah, it's just she gotta have a friend, but why she gotta have a group chat? What's the group chat about? Girls' night out, this, that. I don't know. Like, you feel me? Something sketchy about that. You know what I'm saying? What's the secrets? What's the secret? I'm not saying every woman should delete their group chats right now if they're watching this video, but I'm just saying, like, if you doing messy shit in the group, like I don't know, it's just about her character, bro. That's all I'm scanning for. I'm not even saying right or wrong. I just think a real woman, a woman that really want to get married, really want to be a woman, she not doing what little girls is doing, group chats and all that weird ass shit. Two different type of caliber of people on the earth. You feel what I'm saying? I'm in the UK. Okay, bet, bet, bet. I'm gonna visit there soon. Doing good. Done with work this week, so time to roll up and chill. Where you from, Doreen? Is that how I say your name? Doreen? I heard the name Darlene before, but not Doreen. Doreen? Dareen? Daniel lost me with that. You can't compare the two. Exactly. You can't compare the two, bro. You can't compare the two, bro. Like, that's just friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't stop somebody from making a my bad. Can't stop somebody from making a friend. But you could stop like that all that group, that secret society shit that they doing with the group chat shit. It's like, nah, nigga. That's that's like that's like forming an antibody against the body. Like that's like an antichrist. Cause it's like that girl code shit understandable, but it's like it's gotta be a boundary to it. Otherwise, you should just fuck the girl. And don't women say that about us? They like, damn, you always with your homie. Like, it's a boundary to that. Like, you know, you're not gonna be with your homie every fucking day. That group chat shit weird to me. It's weird. It's sketchy. But I'm not nobody, bro. I'm just a nigga on YouTube ranting in a circle. So, but I know me. If you a top three on my roster, one, two, three, It's a different type of program than just being a chick that I'm just smashing here and there. What men do is 10 out of 10, girl, we flex. 1 out of 10, we care less. A girl who got a 10 out of 10 man will not say it to GC, a, but a bum 110 gets roasted. So you mean to tell me you got a female friend and she telling you everything like you a female too? Like you're in the group of girls, like learning all of their like perspectives. Like I don't give a fuck about a bitch like that. Like her perspective is not, a woman's supposed to adopt your perspectives. Just like the Bible tell us to take on God's perspectives, right? Like a woman supposed to see the world through you. So if she's seeing the world through other women and you, then she got a split perspective. And a split perspective is not stronger than a whole perspective. I'll tell you that. So, and you have a split perspective because you still care what they doing. I don't care what a woman do at all. Like, unless you on my program. I don't care what a woman do. That's like, you know how people jump off of bridges and do, like, how can you care? They did that. Like you even if you care, you're gonna waste all your days of your life. Damn, I wish they ain't do that. I wish this. I don't worry about stuff I can't control. Like, if a chick got a group chat, that's probably to me a red flag, bro. Like that's like a red flag. It's like a red or yellow flag. And then you gonna compare that to me making a friend. Like if I go to a run group and I make a friend, you having a group chat is the same thing. A nigga ain't posting in a group chat. Look what Bay did for me. That's some Paul shit to do. I mean, yeah, now that is, I don't even got a group chat. Like, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with making a group chat, but the group chat would have to be like about like, it has to be to me, this is what a group chat is made for. Like group chats are made for like events. Like if I host an event every Thursday about like, you know, whatever, chess, playing chess. Like that's different. That's different, like opposed to like what do you got a group chat about? Like I understand it might be a useful thing, some situations, but and yeah, you're right. Like if my girl make me a vegan salad or something, like a vegan spaghetti, I mean, salad is already vegan. A vegan spaghetti or something creative, and I think, damn, this is because say if you're bro, like bro, you can't get a chick to make you something vegan. Like if she's a meat eater, she won't ever make anything, and I get her to do it, and I send a photo to my bro, like bro, I got her to do this. That's 50-50 because on one perspective, it makes sense, but on another perspective, it is kind of feminine. Men don't care if it's a torta or ugly girls, but got their little book club group chats bullshit because where they go is this dude up or down. Bro, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Uh, why you got a rug on your head? That's funny as shit. Yes, sir. I'm from Lyon, in France. Originally from Bejaia, Bejaia, Algeria. So you from Lyon in France, originally from. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's foreign. That's some foreign vibes. Foreign vibes. You know what I'm saying? Foreign vibes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the foreign vibes in the chat. Group chats, I'd rather be in a community Discord channel on my own with men and women, not just women. I only would want a girl crew for like a game, live mind. So, what type of game? I mean, people can do what they want to do. I'm not even tripping. I'm just saying, like, people do what they want to do, regardless of what the fuck I got to say. I'm just saying, like, I personally, especially if I feel like them women is influencing your way of thought, like your thought process, then it's like go fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the woman that's influenced. I want the woman that's open to my influence. I don't want it, to where it's like, oh well, my friend Janice said that guys who do this usually do that, so that's why. Well, go fuck Janice then, cause she got more control over the way you think than I do. I mean, the group chat is just for planning side quests. So if you get on some real relationship, we gotta chill with the group chat. Agreed. I ain't never know that. I'm about to make you a moderator off the rip. Side quests. Doreen exposing y'all. Miss France in the chat is exposing y'all ladies like that. That group chat is for side quests. Man, y'all women is devious, man. That shit be funny though. I don't know, but like I said, they gonna do what they want to do. Um, every time, every time. What's a side quest before I start making associations? Have fun in their group chats. Sound like a game party chat that doesn't end. Yeah, that group chat shit is like it's too much. It's like it never ends. It's not a real conversation. It's gay. Like it's a bunch of women that just like, oh, let's go ahead and be like bump cooties together, bump coochies. Like it's giving like stranger things to me. Like it's never ending. Like you marrying a group of women damn near. You just married a bunch of women. Uh, Instagram chat, groups chat. That's different. Instagram is different. That's totally different. I mean, well, I don't got a group chat on Instagram. I got like people. Like I thought you were talking about just the DMs in general. Two totally different things. Especially if you're a businessman and you're doing it for business purposes. It's two totally different things. But I'm not. I'm a. Hey, I'm not nobody, bro. Women just got that shit, gang. We live in 2026. All of them got phones. My bad for bringing it up. I know. I ain't know you ain't know. Nah, I do know. I just don't give a fuck. That's what I told you. I just don't care. Like so, I don't. I just don't care. Like it's none of my business. Like whether I know or don't know. Like I still don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you could know women got group chats, but then if a woman don't tell you she's in a group chat, you just meet her, then you still don't know if she's in a group chat or not. But I guess what you're trying to say is every woman's in a group chat, at least one or two or whatever. Oh wow, Mercy. I'm a rep for my girls, but I'll keep it real. I mean, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with you being a girl's girl. That's respectable, but it's just like what we was raised on with marriage and all of that stuff. I just feel like when you go from in this tradition, right? When you two families, son want to marry the woman, whatever, they go off on their own. Like you feel me? Like that's how I see it. But if it's like you and all of these friends and shit, then it's kind of like weird. That's weird. Like you feel like you need all of these friends for what? Like unless you just like the man ain't enough for you. Like you need or I don't know. I don't understand it. I'm an introvert, I guess maybe. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's like I'm becoming more social. I've been social, but I'm like becoming more social as I get older. So it's like I kind of understand it, but then again, it's like I don't know. It's up to her. I ain't gonna hold you. What's good, halal? Hala? Halam? What's good? It's really up to her. I ain't gonna hold you. But if she was to ask me what she should as her man, do you prefer this? I'm gonna say no. Current group chat is for LA Mala. You can absolutely make that association. I'm single at the moment, so I don't care. It's mostly stupid stuff though. I don't even want to know about it, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I really don't give a damn. Like, I'm telling y'all right now. Like, that girl should need to stay over there. Like, I don't got no group chats. I'm not in no group chats. You know what I'm saying? I don't do group chat shit, but to me, it's a waste of time. Unless you about to do something like an event or like a party or something. But I don't know. It's a waste of time. You got one, well, maybe a cousin you only fuck with or one your bros or any Discord channel. Man, I hate when people tell me what I got and what I don't got. Why you don't just ask instead of telling me? Mine goes from talking shit about someone. Exactly. It's all trash. Like if it's starting off that way, then it's going like you start how you start is how you finish. Like I'm not I don't even want to know about it. It's trash. Like it's just garbage. But if y'all like it, this is like pork chops, like or pig, right? We was taught a long time ago, don't eat that because they eat anything that's trash. People going people since I was a kid, people love pork chops. So don't even comment. Let them do what they're gonna do. That's how I look at group chats. Like pork, I look at it like pork. And pork is good. I had it before. It tastes good. That's the crazy part. So I can see why y'all doing it. But just in my household, there will be no pork. There will be no pork in this household. There will be no group chats. Even for my sons. What the fuck? Group chat, nigga? What? Get off that group chat, little nigga. Go shoot a basketball or something. Stupid means planning events like going out tomorrow, sharing shit when we need advice. If it's healthy, positive, yeah. But if it ain't that, no. I'm 23, so that's probably why. That's exactly why. Youngster, it's like a regular thing to talk about everything. No, it's not. It's not regular. Keep that 20-year-old shit to yourself. All right, it's different for everybody, I guess. Don't eat pork where I'm from. Exactly, because why? Because it's trash. Even though it tastes good. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's where I look at certain things in life. I understand. And women always say, guys need to be disciplined. Discipline, discipline, discipline. Here it is. So everything that tastes good ain't gonna be good. Discipline. And so when it's on them, oh, I'm a girl. I should be able to act like a bitch. I should be able to be emotional. I should be able to listen, fellas. Your woman got to be just as disciplined as you. Y'all both got to be on a path. Y'all both like if you a motivated nigga, you can't be hanging with nobody that's not motivated, even if it's your girl. You can't. You got to cut her off if she can't get with what. Like I tell you, I try to eat healthy. If a chick get on the roster and she don't ever change her diet, if she don't convert her diet, that could be troublesome. That could be troublesome because now she's cooking and she's making things that I used to eat when I was growing up, and it's could convert me back to eating that bullshit. Everything matters. I'm not just trying to I'm not trying to isolate you and take you away from your friends. I'm just saying everything matters. Your friends, just like when you was a kid, all my friends would be running around outside. I had to go in, street light come on, I gotta go in. That make you a better person when you get older, cause you mad as fuck that you can't be outside, but you like, You know what? I'm probably safer. I'm probably gonna graduate. I'm probably going, and I was one of them niggas outside, so I'm just saying. But I know that from experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I had cousins who would be in the crib, but I'm telling y'all, it's like that group chat shit is fucking trash. Sharing all your energy and all your secrets and all your relationship shit with some jealous bitch. You gotta be crazy. Chicken is worse than pig. I believe it. Demons wouldn't function. Peyton, how old is you? Where you from? How old you is? I'm gonna bring you to Utah, get you a religious girl. I got out the house and function like a being, still not good at talking. Man, I keep getting distracted, bro. It's something every 5 minutes that's just extremely distracting. Group chat to me sound like groupthink. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's trash. I feel me as a human, I'm way healthier, stronger. Everything's better when I'm not thinking like everybody else. When I'm not distracted by another person's litter coming from their fucking thoughts. Cause it's litter, even if it's successful litter. Like even if like a girl could be like, look at my man, look at what he just bought me. Every other bitch having a bad day because of that. But you having a good day, but everybody else is trash. Cause they like, damn, my nigga ain't do this. Now they about to feel like trash and they about to bring that to their man and make him feel like trash. All because she wanted to talk about something she did that she could have kept to herself. But women can't keep shit to themselves. That's the problem. That's the exact fucking problem. That they're undisciplined like a motherfucker. The early 2000s, they taught women to brag. In the music, you want to show off your man and show this off and show who you showing it to, the devil? I'm saying shit that's in silence go way further and way stronger. You literally gotta tell the devil your plans for him for people to be like, nah. And the devil being metaphorical, right? The devil is just people who can hear it that don't want you to do it. Next thing you know, you like, why it seem like my relationship I'm having problems is because people be wishing bad on your shit. You in a fucking group chat with 5,000 different women. And it don't even need to be 5,000. All it take is three. Three people who know you the most got all the reason in the world to hate on you because they know you. People will rather hate on something familiar than something they never seen before. I'm tired of Josh and Christina always throwing this shit. They go on morning hikes and morning runs in our face. And women take pride. Women take pride in not looking jealous. So they will hide and mask the fact that they're jealous. So they'll be jealous and they'll mask it. So you won't know that they jealous, and then you keep telling them shit and they keep fucking your shit up. So you're in a perpetual state of fuck up because of some fucking loser. And y'all think because she's a woman, she can't be a loser because, just because she's a woman. This is why the simp was created, because the simp, he worships women. But women are not to be, I'm not going to say there ain't some fucking deity out here or some fucking female god or some shit, goddess somewhere where it's fucking powerful. But I'm saying like power is different than righteousness. Like power is different than right. The devil is powerful, but he's not righteous. See what I'm saying? But I digress on that shit because we're going to number 4 on this shit. Presence is different than availability. You can be extremely present when you're talking to somebody while still being terrible at texting back. But people can't see your internal process. They only see only see the behavior. Presence is different than availability. Do y'all understand that? Presence is different than from availability. Let's go to number 5. Overthinking can turn simple interactions into existential questions. Do I actually want to talk to this person? What does this mean? What should I say? Sometimes you don't need to solve the relationship. You just need to respond. That's it. See, when you spend a lot of time alone, you think a lot. You have a lot of time to, again, overthink, and it can turn a simple interaction into an existential questions, which is not necessary. When it comes to this ism, when you're talking to these women, you don't need to think deep. You just need to say something. And a lot of guys think deep, so they talk less to less women. And then like Prince was just like, yo, I'm gonna ask this woman out. It's like, go ahead. Everyone in the chat could have just said, go ahead. Because it's really not about when, it's just about um like it's about when you doubt yourself. Like, and it go back to what we were saying. It's like I know how to make oatmeal, and I know how to successfully make oatmeal, so I could do it anytime I want, and it doesn't matter. I could do this shit tonight, middle of the night, tomorrow, Thursday, Wednesday, Monday, and it's going to be a success story every time. So when you talk to women more often, you don't question if it's going to work. You just do it, and it either works or it don't, because you've done it enough to where you know it works. It's not a question. You don't question it. You don't say, man, I'm going to ask this woman out on a date, and it becomes this yes or no. Instead of the yes or no popping out to you, it's just is or isn't. Yes or no, is or isn't. And when it's is or isn't, ironically, you get more ises. You get more more that is. Or at least it's not even about you getting more is, you just knock out more reps to where you forget about what isn't, because you're like, well, it's not working, so it doesn't matter. Like, you might even think twice or three times about one chick, but you're moving so fast that it doesn't even matter about that chick at all, because by the time she think about you again, you don't thought about her 3 times because you're talking to so many women. So at that point, it's just like, you know, you'll never overthink, because overthinking is like a metaphor for it won't, I don't think I should be doing it, or it might not work, or something like that. Or like, it ain't even like, overthinking is like an investment within itself, if that makes sense. Let's go to number 6. Your nervous system can carry old social programming. You may intellectually know you're different today while your automatic reactions are still based on older experiences. Your circumstances can change faster than your internal expectations. So, if I always say, if I go to Starbucks and get rejected by a chick, and then I'm moving on talking to another chick, my body might not even have yet um Like the circumstances of the last chick telling me no, the next chick might be about to say yes. The circumstance changing right in before my very own eyes. And it's changing faster than my internal state. So when Prince is saying, yo, I'm about to inbox this chick, his internal state is saying, all my life women told me no. So this matters. You see what I'm saying? But he don't even know if this woman gonna jump for joy and say, oh my God, I've been waiting for someone to tell me about Spider-Man forever. So your nervous system can carry old social programming. You may intellectually know you're different today while automatic reactions are still based on older experiences. This is why it's so important to study this shit as often as possible, because you're reprogramming the way you see yourself and the relation to the world, which automatically makes you more attractive and seductive. Because women don't react to you, they react to how you feel about yourself, and how they react to everything about you and how you're coming off, how you're talking to them, how they think you see them. They're reacting to everything. So your nervous system could carry, it can fuck you up that way. Number 7, family can preserve old versions of you. People who knew you as a kid, they may still have an old mental picture of you. They can automatically see everything you've learned since then. You have to give them new experiences of you. So think about that. Some of y'all are closely tied into your aunts, grandparents, dad. They seen you at this age. Now you're here. When every woman you're meeting at age 30. So when you go talk to your mom, she's talking to you as if you're a little boy still. But the women you meet are talking at you as if I'm waiting for you to be daddy. Show me, have a kid with you and all of this stuff. Two totally different realities. Same person, two totally different realities. I say that because when you're building your roster or you're working on your mouthpiece, you're these things could be restricted by your reality sometimes. Like if you're talking to people and you're around people who still talk to you like who you were when you were a kid, it's hard to really like be that guy, if that makes sense, because that shit should make some sense. I don't know. Because when you talk about the old version of yourself, new version, it's like you're trying to grow. That growth could be cut at the roots by people who are like, nah, this motherfucker. They seen you a certain type of way. Number 8, growing up is partly updating everyone's model of you, including your own. Sometimes you're not trying to become somebody else. You're realizing that the person you used to be doesn't completely describe who you are anymore. Let's go on to number 9. We got 2 more. Questioning everything can make you lose spontaneity. Being conscious is valuable. But if you analyze every association, every relationship, every message, you can end up observing your life instead of living it. Sometimes you have to stop studying the moment and actually inhabit it. Sometimes, fractionate, break it down, do it. Live life. Don't observe life, live life. Sometimes it's okay to observe life, but you want to be in tune with life. That's why I say when you go outside, talk and approach women, you don't just got to go there and like a robot approach them. You go there, get your coffee, chill, feel the energy, be there for 3 hours at a time, 2 hours, 3 hours. Enjoy the atmosphere. That way you know, because you could be the first person you approach could be a total dickhead, but you don't know that because you're just approaching. Chill. Relish in the fucking vibe. Chill. Number 10. The ultimate goal is integration. You don't want one version of yourself around family, another around women, another online, another when you're alone. The real growth is becoming comfortable enough that all those environments can meet you. All those environments can meet the same underlying person. You, present, grounded, and capable of choosing where your life goes. Let's see. Let's expand on present and grounded and capable where your life goes. Let's unmystify that real quick. Present. Number one, present. You're actually in your life. Being present means you're not constantly living 3 steps ahead of yourself. You're not sitting there thinking, what does this mean? What should I say next? What if she doesn't? What if she does this? What did I do wrong? A lot of guys go down this rabbit hole. What could I have said differently? You're actually listening to the person in front of you. Right? When you really get intimate in some of these conversations with these women, you really like, damn, this is a fucking human being. You know, she got 30 years of history. Like, you notice the little things, the little, you know, just little things. You notice things about her, on her. That gives you a different element than you would have if you were just trying to just make a fucking approach. So, and that makes you, it integrates you. See, people want to talk about women on surface level and get bitches and this, that, but they're not talking about the integrated part. You integrate with the woman. That's what happens when you really feel like you're getting to know her. It says that's why your apex conversation idea doesn't require the perfect chess move. Sometimes the most powerful conversational move is simply noticing something, responding honestly, laughing, asking the obvious question, or letting silence happen. Exactly. It's not like some super natural thought process. It's like just okay, she's eating food right now. What type of food is that? You know, you say the simple, the obvious thing, the friendly thing. You say the thing that you say to anybody. Presence means you're participating instead of spectating yourself. And when you're talking to what you see as a baddie or a bitch that's out of your league, you naturally start to spectate yourself. Damn, did I wait long enough to text her back? Did I do, like, you start calculating shit because you're saying to yourself, I don't know if I'm going to be able to land shorty. So you start over, um, you do things overly instead of adequately or perfectly. You start to feel inadequate. And that's what we're going to talk about probably tomorrow in Apex conversation. Because you can't have an Apex conversation and feel inadequate. Number 2, grounding equals you don't lose yourself inside the interaction. How many times y'all walk up to a baddie, say one thing, and then you're like, what do I say next? Grounded doesn't mean emotionless. You can be excited about a woman. You could be nervous. You could be attracted. You could be disappointed. You could be excited about your whatever business. But underneath all of that, it's I'm still me. I'm still me. If she texts back, it leads to you're still you. If she doesn't, it leads to you're still you. If the conversation is amazing, you're still you. If the conversation goes nowhere, you're still you. That's a powerful position because you're not asking another person to determine your internal state. Number three, capability of choosing where your life goes equals agency. That's agency. Let's talk about that real quick. This is the part I think that is so important. You're not trying to control every outcome. You're recognizing I can't control what happens, but I can control what I participate in next. Like we were just talking about that group chat bullshit. You can't control a bitch having a fucking group chat. But let's keep going. You can decide who you keep talking to, who gets deleted, who gets blocked, who you stop talking to, what boundaries you have. Women with group chats, not fucking with you. What kind of women you date? Tall, skinny, white, black, Asian, persuasion. Um, what kind of man you're becoming? Okay, I want to hit the gym more. I want to go for daily walks. I don't want to chase hoes. I want to attract them. These are choices that after you make that one choice, you have to revolve your life around so that you don't have to keep making that choice. Whether you keep creating content, well, they're talking about me now. Whether you pursue the job, whether you build your business, whether you go outside, whether you respond to someone today instead of disappearing for 3 weeks. That's agency. And notice how different that is from control. Yeah, it's too different. It's close, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about talking to women. Y'all gotta understand how much control you don't have. Like sometimes when you watch this fucking video on YouTube, it's like, oh, this motherfucker got all the control. No, they don't. The smoothest nigga you ever met with that had all the bitches has no control. He has some control, but he don't have that type of control that he made you think he had. And notice how different it is. And I noticed that in my life, like the less that's why having a roster is unbeatable, that shit is undefeated because once you set your life up that way, you're not trying to control nobody. It sounds like you're trying to control, but that's less control. You don't got time to try to control everybody. When you're trying to get a girlfriend, you're trying to control her. Because you're trying to isolate one person and control that person. And if she go get some dick on the side, nigga, your whole life is ruined. So actually it's justified control. You're trying to, there's a reason for that type of control. But when you're just trying to have a little roster, it's better because you're vetting. See, when you're young and you get a girlfriend, you ain't vetting nobody. You letting. You ain't vetting. But when you do the roster thing, it's like, okay, cool. Like you get to see how she act when you don't text her back, when you're away, because it's not your girlfriend. And so if she's really a maniac or something's wrong with her, she's gonna show it. That's way better. And that's not misleading because you didn't make her your girlfriend. You didn't make her your girl. And if she asks you, what are we? You'll probably tell her something that would notify her that she's not fully your girlfriend. Control is I want everybody to behave the way I want. Agency is whatever they choose. I can decide what I do next. That's work on agency, chat. Agency makes the mouthpiece more of a mouthpiece. Because it's not really never about what saying the perfect thing. It's about being the perfect guy that's saying something. Put all these three together. Presence, I'm here. Grounded, I'm still myself. Agency, I could choose my next move. That's a much deeper version of what we're calling being a lighthouse. As a man, you are a lighthouse. Everything revolves around, comes around you, but you're a lighthouse. The lighthouse isn't controlling the ships. It stays where it is, stays visible, and provides orientation while the ships decide where they're going. And that's probably the cleanest definition. I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to perfectly predict the conversation. Perfectly predict the woman. Or perfectly predict my future. I need to be present enough to see what's actually happening, grounded enough to not lose myself in it, and capable enough to choose what I do next. That's where presence stops being passivity and becomes power. When I say what you do next, what I mean by what you do next is your next choice. Not trying to control the whole future. Most guys can try to control their whole future. And that's why they keep being cut short and trying to get to their goals because they're trying to control their whole future. Think about that. I'm little old me trying to control my whole future. It's not going to happen. For example, in conversation, this is how a lot of dating lives it constricts right here. She gives you an interesting answer. You ask the follow up that you're genuinely curious about. You ask a question, whatever. The conversation feels forced. Then you change the top. You change the subject or let it end. She doesn't respond. You don't spiral. You decide whether to leave it alone or continue your life. She tells you something you don't like. You decide whether it's a conversation, a boundary, or a reason to walk away. You realize you're overthinking. You put the phone down and return to whatever you were doing. So when I say capable of choosing what you do next, I'm talking about maintaining agency at the smallest level. You don't have to know where this relationship's going. See, when y'all get around some fine shit, y'all it's like you're mounted on her nutsack and you can't move. And it's like you don't need to know where this relationship is going at all. See, a true P could live with that. Like, I don't need to know where this shit going. Long as it's going somewhere, it's called indifference. You only need to know, given what I know right now, what's the most honest and grounded thing for me to do next. Maybe the next grounded thing is ask her on a date, like Prince was doing, whatever it is. Then you get new information, reassess, and choose again. That's actually why presence plus grounding plus agency work together. Presence is what's actually happening right now. Grounded is how do I feel about it without losing myself. Agency, this is what I was telling Alicia when she was in here. She's like, you must care about that woman because blah, blah. I'm like, I was just being present, walked up approach. I was grounded, got rejected. I was grounded about it. How I felt about it without losing myself. Because losing myself would have been spazzing out, getting mad. And agency. Okay, given that, what's my next move? My next move was I'm about to go home and eat my food. And then you stop trying to solve the next 50 moves. Stop trying to solve the next 50 moves. That's the part. You don't need to calculate the entire game. You don't need to calculate the entire game. You just need to see the board clearly enough to make the next move. Right? By clearly, I mean without adding a bunch of extra assumptions to what is actually happening. When you add a bunch of assumptions to what's happening, you're lying to yourself. Oh, she thought I was weird. Oh, she thought I was a bum. Even in them bitch ass group chats. Oh, I know that they got me good because they're just talking to each other the same way they fucking gossip amongst themselves without the group chat. The same fucking thing. It's just in a group chat. It's just a message. It's the same thing. Fair tactic. But listen, for example, here's the fact. She hasn't texted me back in 2 days. The unclear interpretation is she doesn't respect me. She found somebody better. I messed up the conversation. She must be testing me. She doesn't actually know those things. A clearer position is she hasn't responded in 2 days. That's the information I have. That's the information you have, that she hasn't responded in 2 days. That's all the information you got. You ain't got no other motherfucking information outside of some feminine assumption that was passed down through the feminine. But let's keep going. Then you could decide what to do with that information. Same thing in conversation. She says, I'm actually really busy this week. You can hear that as she's rejecting me, or you can stay clear. She's telling me she's busy. I'll see what happens. That doesn't mean being naive. If a pattern develops, constant cancellations, inconsistency, disrespect, then you have more evidence and can update your judgment. I give a chick at least two chances. Three is final though. I ain't gonna hold you. Three is final, and I don't care if she was really trying and it just didn't happen. Three is still final for me. So clearly equals separating observation from interpretation. And that's actually connecting to the whole thing. The questioning associations that we talked about in the apex conversation. Notice leads to separate fact. Notice leads to separate fact from story. Feel what you feel, choose your response. So I figured out that most guys assume things in conversation like, Chick say she lived near the beach. You might say, "Oh, so you're always like on the beach? Like you're always going on the beach?" That might be corny conversation to her because it's like, well, no. She might answer with no, but that's assuming, which could end the conversation early. But if you notice something, uh, separate fact from story. Like you notice something, you talk about something, you notice it could be colder, it could make you more attractive because she's like, he's noticing things about me. So a lot of losers, they assume things, and that makes them stay in a perpetual state of losing with women. But a winner stops assuming at some point. He starts to notice things. Oh, you got a bracelet. You you know, like how I say, so you are you the bracelet type or something, like you notice, and so you ask about it, which gives her more conversation to get back to you, opposed to saying, "Oh, you live by the beach, you must be a beach girl." Now, most dating coaches say go with assumptions because that's more flirtatious vibes, and I agree. Over asking a question, asking a question is probably the worst thing you could do. Once you built a little bit of sexual tension, the question be straight, but I'm back. What's good? What's good? What's good? We gonna be live probably a little couple more minutes, man. We so analytical without getting trapped by analyzing analysts and analyzes. Forgot how to say that word. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all was confused on the last thing I just said about the beach and the bracelet analogy. The loser is making assumptions because he's like, oh, I got game. I'm assuming things. I'm going by my assumptions. If I assume because she live on the beach that she's always on the beach, not even realizing that that ain't really Riz. That's not really Riz. But it's a difference between assuming and noticing something. When you notice something, that's way sexier to her. Oh shit, he's the type of nigga he noticed. Now it means you still use your brain to evaluate what's happening, but you don't turn evaluation into an endless loop. For example, healthy analysis is she hasn't responded for 2 days. That's unusual. I'll give it space and see what happens. Analyzing loop is why hasn't she responded? Did I say something wrong? Maybe she's losing interest. Maybe she talked to another guy. Should I text again? What would this dating coach do that I listen to? Maybe I should have worded my last message differently. That's a downward spiral loop thinking. Now you're no longer using information to make a decision. You're using uncertainty to generate more questions. The goal isn't to stop questioning things. Your questioning ability is valuable. It's to know when when you've extracted enough information to act. Think of it like question leads to understand, understand leads to decide, decide leads to live. Not question leads to question, the question leads to question your decision, leads to question yourself, leads to repeat. And that's why the idea of being present matters so much. At some point, you have to say, I have enough information for now. I don't need to solve this any further. Then you go live your life. That's the difference between reflection and rumination. And by live your life, I mean return your attention to the things you actually have control over instead of making the unresolved situation your entire mental environment. Say you're waiting for a woman to respond. You can acknowledge, I don't know what she has I don't know why she hasn't responded. Then instead of spending the next 6 hours trying to solve the mystery, you go back to your actual day. Content. Go outside, ride a bike, handle some business, talk to your family and friends, eat, rest, exercise, meet other people, work on something you're building. Simply sit outside and enjoy being there. And importantly, you're not doing those things as a distraction from her. You're doing them because your life existed before that message and continues while you're waiting for it. That's what I mean by living your life. The deeper principle is I can care about what happens without making what happens the center of my existence. And that's where the locus of control comes back. You don't control whether she texts. You do control what you do with the next 3 hours. We talked about windows the other day. So instead of what is she doing, you can eventually shift towards what am I doing? That's agency. What am I doing? Remember, it's like a turning signal in a car. You have your turning signal on her road, not on your road. Put your turning signal on your road. Just for a little bit of conversational car analogy. The turning signal is not on your road. When I send a message to a chick, I go get busy. Whatever I do that requires me to wait, have a waiting process behind it, I go get busy. Because being busy is better than being lost. Being busy is better than waiting for a female to tell you something. Because a woman can't validate a man anyway. So it's like you just wait, you just sitting there waiting and hanging on for what? It's the same thing. She either likes you or she don't. So if she don't like you, she's not going to magically like you. And if she do like you, she's not going to magically not like you. If she's looking for a boyfriend on a dating app, she's not magically not looking for a boyfriend on a dating app. It's the same consequence. The difference is you. The difference is you. You are the difference. Not to sound motivational, but it's true. You're the fucking difference. If I don't go outside and make no approaches today, nothing changes. If I do, something changes. I'm the difference. My actual motivation to go do that thing is the difference. I could get rejected all day and still be like, yeah, that was good. I had a good run today. I did my thing. I promise you, I don't have many days like that. I got 8 rejections, 2 exceptions, and I'm like, yo, today was fire. I had fun, and I made money in the process. Learn how to kill 2 birds with 1 stone when you go outside. And stop second guessing the mouthpiece. Because I'm telling y'all, the apex communication comes from you feeling insecure. And somewhere along your life, along the way, something or somebody made you feel very insecure. And you start to question every fucking thing you do and did. And that's the problem. When you don't question yourself and you just live in real time, women are gonna flock to you automatically. Who's he? Where's he from? It's an energy, it's a vibration. It's a vibration. The player vibration. That's what I'm gonna start calling it, the player vibration. Because that's what it is. And it's in the thing that makes it so P is it acts on itself. It's like a vibrator. You know when a woman hit the vibrator, it's like, oh, okay, it's remote. Like it's not you don't have to plug it in. It's not a robot. It's alive. You got to be alive, meaning that no matter what plaza you enter, no matter what part of geography you enter into, the game is within. It's remote. It's remote. You can't unplug it. You can't plug it. It's just remote. It's remote. It acts on itself. Self-esteem. Self-esteem. It's self-motivated, self-directed, self-sufficient. That's what game is. Self-sufficiency. And you can't have that when you don't have that. It's not even about paying for it or whatever people think. Self-esteem is self. So love yourself and women that love you. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself and women that love you because it don't work the other way around. You don't love women and then they love you. You love yourself and then they fucks with you based on that. That's how that shit work. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know whether you love, like, again, how do women know you love yourself? Like we could do a whole seminar on that. But you need to know. They don't need to know. Like you need to know. They'll see it. They'll experience it. But you need to do it. Self-esteem. And like I said, it's not a thought. It's not really a thought. Like you can't think yourself into it. Loving yourself. You have to act your way into it. It's action based. Action oriented. When you're out there shining and you're making your approaches and you're doing your thing, they're just seeing it in real time. It just is what it is. So we got 3 people in here. Drop a 1 if you want to chat. We about to end this chat. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to everybody. Hope everybody, you know what I'm saying, dating life is coming to tuition, manifestation, uh, and whatnot. But yeah, we've been live for a minute. We've been live for a minute. It is Friday, so we don't really know what we getting into today fully. You know, it's Friday, so Friday to me is just another day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, but probably gonna go out there in the field. Make something happen, man. Appreciate the love, man. My boy Crims in the chat. Chelsea, what's good? Where you from? How old you is? We need like 7 more subs. We on our way to a new goal out this motherfucker. We're on our way to 2.7 subs. We just need like 7 subs. Need 7 more subs. Look at this. Negro nap. Ah, that shit hurt. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, man, we got. I mean, big things. What Ti say? Little things stopping, big things popping. That's what we doing. Had his drip. Appreciate that. 444, man. Spiritual shit. I'm telling you, man. I mean, listen, man. It's important that when y'all meet women, see, I'd rather, and it's the thing that I find funny. I'd rather talk to women about stuff that's weird than stuff that's normal. Like, I like to go to Barnes and Nobles, the bookstore. Like like I like to go to places where I like weird things in general, like weird stuff. But in a bookstore, man, I feel like hitting on women in bookstores it's really hard for me. Like it's really like I haven't had luck in that place. But let's look at the word gambit real quick because since we're talking about being an apex communicator, a gambit is basically an intentional move that changes the situation and creates possibilities for what comes next. In chess, you sacrifice something or make an unusual move to gain position. Initiative or information. So say if you want to see if a chick got a boyfriend and you're like, yo, like, what you shopping for a book for your mans or something? Like, that's already some game because she's gonna smile and you're calling her attractive. Like you hitting on multiple things at once. What makes him think I got a boyfriend? Because like he must think. And it's a gambit. Because remember, a gambit is an intentional move that changes the situation or creates possibilities for what comes next. In chess, you sacrifice something, meaning I might be wrong with my assumption I'm making. I'm sacrificing being right. Because every human wants to be right, right? All day. But I'll go ahead and throw this out there. Which again, I wanted to highlight how attractive that is to women when you take risk. In chess, you sacrifice something or make an unusual move to gain position, initiative, or information. So you said the hat is drip. Say I wanted to use the hat to function as a social gambit. Not necessarily because the hat is magically causes something, but because it gives you an external object that creates an opening. What's 444 mean? Now you have a conversation or someone sees it and comments on it. I was attracted to this hat just because of the type of texture, and I like the simplicity, etc., etc. The interesting part is that you don't have to know exactly where the conversation goes. You make the move, observe the response, respond to what actually happens. That's exactly what we were talking about with being present. Gambit, here's my opening. Presence, let me see what they do with it. Grounding, I don't need their reaction to validate my move. Agency, now I choose my next move. So your 444 hat can literally become a little conversation catalyst. And that's a much better way to think about Apex conversation than trying to manufacture the perfect line. Sometimes the best conversational gambits isn't something you say. It's something you bring into the environment that gives people a natural reason to interact with you. I would never bring it up while I'm talking to a woman, just like, yo, look at my hat. You know what I'm saying? I was just curious to know how everything around me could be used as a conversation starter. Let me see what ChatGPT say. Exactly. That's one of the biggest upgrades from I need game to I'm actually present in the environment. Almost anything around you can become conversational material. Your 444 hat. You can say, you know what 444 means? Someone's shoes. Those are actually clean. Where'd you get those? The weather. This heat is ridiculous today. The location. Have you been here before? Something someone is doing. I've never seen somebody do it that way. Pause. Food. Is that actually good? Music. Who is that? A dog. What's his name? Something funny happening. Simply comment on it. Something you're genuinely curious about. Just ask. And here's the important part for Apex conversation idea. You don't need to manufacture a topic. The environment is already supplying topics. Your job becomes notice, comment, or ask, then listen, respond, let the conversation evolve. That's much more natural than walking up thinking, okay, I need a clever opener. And it solves part of the overthinking that most people have. Instead of searching your brain for the perfect thing to say, you can look outward and ask, what's actually happening right now? That's what I mean by being present. You're actually turning your environment into a conversation board. Every object, person, sound, activity, or shared circumstance can potentially give you an opening. If I'm in front of Chipotle, they got good food here, don't they? I mean, you can say any fucking thing to people. The catch is not everything needs to be a conversation. That's really the catch because most humans automatically think, because I extended, I opened my mouth, I said something to them, that there has to be a continuation of conversation. People want a bang for their buck. They want an investment on a return on their investment. The presence also means noticing when someone is receptive and when they're clearly occupied. Facts. So the skill isn't talk about everything. It's notice what's available, make a natural move and see what comes back. Facts. When I'm outside, I don't think too much. I just live in the moment. Appreciate the likes. I just live in the moment. I promise y'all, man, I really don't get strung out about whether things work out. Like when I'm outside, I literally live like a hobo. Like I literally live like I'm broke. I'm living under a bridge, and I treat life that way when I'm outside. I'm like I'm just a random civilian. You know, I treat myself that way on purpose because that humility, that humbleness is so masculine in my mind that that's the only thing that you should be doing. It's just moving that way. What's the topic? Yo, bro, I'm literally about to slide right now, bro. Follow my Instagram link in the bio. We could continue the conversation. I'm gonna probably come back because it's what going on 4 o'clock. Probably come back around 8, 9, if I don't fall asleep because I've been getting a lot of rest lately. But conversation been fired. 9:01. I'm gonna make you a moderator. This shit's been fire. We're gonna continue on a series of Apex Communicator. Like I said, DM me, get on either Patreon or DM me for the what's that shit called? It's free to do this joint. Prince is in there. What's that shit called? Discord. So if y'all want to get on Discord, Discord is right here. And it's free, man. We on Discord all the time. And that's how y'all can talk to me freely about game and shit like that. So I'm probably gonna go grab some food, maybe go live later, like I said. And we're gonna chop back up with y'all, chop it back up. And you added me on what? I'm gonna check. I'm about to slide right now, man. Love is love. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Go approach 15 women a day. So we got some stuff to talk about when we chop it up. Appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna go live later.